all we have to do is question it. The I am is immeasurable. It has no limitations. None. Neither do you. And this is what I'm interested in, putting a destroyed body back together, talking to God, everyone can do this. Everyone. But it starts with someone doing, as always, right? It starts with someone doing it first, explaining how it's done. And then once it's been downloaded into the collective consciousness, it's a permission slip for everyone else to start doing it.
That's right. That's right.
So this is the point, to show that it's not impossible and to explain it in great detail. Exactly the process of self-healing, self-realization, manifestation. How do these things really work? It's magic. And we are all magic, and magic is metaphysics. And this is really what the Great Awakening is really about. This is what you're seeing right now, is the thrashings of a dying consciousness. And those that are upset are those that are holding on to it. So just let it pass, because it's going to. It is inevitable. And there are enough evolved and advanced souls that are here, like yourself, that have had these awakenings, that is going to carry everyone across these hurricane waters. And when we raise our frequency, a rising tide lifts all ships. And that is what is actually happening right now.
I know this. I can't even say I believe it. I know it. There's a resonance deep within my sentience, you know. I'm tearing up over here, because this is my greatest prayer, is that when one person wakes up to the divinity of who we are and we share that vibration, you might not even need to share words, right? Because words are a terrible way to communicate as sentient beings. But when we share this vibration, we impact others, and it impacts the collective and beyond. Is it important that once we get from this 1 second of pure presence, to begin to build on that? And are you at a point where this is what we hear, right? You got to spend hours in meditation every day to reclaim and resurrect the truth of who we are. Is that important?
My desk is here, right? And I can't see it. So my desk, so I take my glass and I put it down, right? And I bring my hand back. What I don't do is put my glass down and then hold it there.
Gotcha.
Right? Strain, effort, right? Okay. Nobody does that, I don't think. Nobody does that, right? Okay. Let's come back to the understanding of that we are meditation, right? Present with a magic trick, and there's tons of magic tricks in the book. We're present, right? With no effort. Okay. There's nothing you need to do to maintain this. This is part of the paradigm shift. I'm not trying to stay present, because it doesn't require an effort. So essentially what I've done is, what we all do when we do a magic trick and we're present, what we're doing is we're putting the glass down and we bring our hand back. We're done. That's it. What else is there to do? Now the beingness is online. Take your beingness, put it into your doingness. Beingness into doingness. Do not bring the finite limitation program of the rational mind into it. It doesn't belong here. That's the electromagnetic interference that has nothing to do with the I am, that has nothing to do with sentience, that has nothing to do with presence. So it is as simple as putting the mug down, being present, bringing your hand back, total relaxation. Total relaxation. This doesn't require an effort.
Yes, relaxation will be the access point to the I am of meditation, true signal, true self, the harmonic vibration of all that ever has been and ever will be.
You got it. And by the way, that's how manifestation works. I know we don't have time to talk about that, but it has to do with the unification of desire, intention, and self in the resting state.
Do you really see that there is a true awakening that will shift the tide, break us free in a collective liberation? This is a serious question, but you're a serious man who gets it. So I just have to ask you, in your experience, what are you feeling into?
If you're enjoying the video and you want to go deeper with me, check out my meditation masterclass. It's unlike anything. It's pinned in the comments below. Things go in cycles. Okay. Consciousness goes in cycles. Okay. So the image I'd like to use is a flower, right? So a flower comes up, starts to bloom, fully blooms, and then it starts to decay, right? Disappears, goes back into the circle, then it comes back up again. Okay. So start to see consciousness like the flower. It cycles. Okay. And some of the Hindu masters called this yugas, right? There's a very difficult book to read called The Holy Science that was written by Sri Yukteswar. Sri Yukteswar was the guru to Paramahansa Yogananda.
He was my
Paramahansa Yogananda.
master.
No, there you go. Okay, so Paramahansa Yogananda is an incarnation of an authentic ascended master. Sri Yukteswar is an incarnation of an authentic ascended master. And by the way, Sri Yukteswar was also King Arthur and was also Akbar the Great, for those that don't know that. So, and ascended masters are the true timeless teachers of humanity that keep showing up over and over again. I know the belief system is that we channel them, and you can, but I promise you, they keep showing up over and over again because they are true timeless teachers of humanity. Okay, so if we look at cycles, and Sri Yukteswar's book is beyond brilliant. It's also a very difficult read. It's also a very difficult read. Okay, so I'll try to summarize the understanding that Grand Master has. Okay, think of the flower right now where we are in our timeline, where you and I are right now. The flower is just opening. The flower is just blooming. Okay, we have done this countless times, over and over and over again. Now, the reason why that we do this, to add real depth and context to why this keeps occurring, well, how come it just doesn't bloom once and we're done? Okay, no such thing as done, by the way. All right, so imagine that we're looking at a statue, a real, three-dimensional statue, and we're looking at it, right? Okay, our job, the mandate of existence, is to know thyself and all thy infinite potential. That's the only mandate that existence has. Okay, so our job is to know this statue completely, every nook, every cranny, from top to bottom. Nothing escapes us, right? Okay, so we map the whole thing out and we're looking at it head on, right? From top to bottom, Michelle, we have mapped out every nook and cranny of that statue. Mission accomplished. Wait a minute. What about looking at it from the back? Oh, okay, I didn't think about that. Let's do this whole thing over again. Takes about 26,000 years, by the way, 25,200 to be exact. Let's map out the entire back now. Every nook, every cranny, every single thing about this. Let's map out the whole thing. Got it. Wait a minute. What about looking down at it? Holy cow. Okay, now we need to do it again. But all right, so you get I won't go on and on. You get the idea.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So what we are doing is understanding ourself, understanding existence itself. And we have to understand it every nook and cranny, from every possible angle, from every possible frequency, from every possible reality, from every possible parallel condition. You start to realize this becomes endless. You start to realize that this becomes endless. Now, we associate these things with time, all right? But it's thinking that puts you in time. Thinking is what creates a past and a future.
Yes.
It also creates the delusion and illusion of knowledge. Now, when we start to master ourselves in the way that hopefully that I am teaching, we don't put ourselves in time, which what this means is now everything becomes accessible. Everything is now accessible. When you put yourself in time, everything becomes a process and everything becomes linear. First there's A, then there's B, then there's C. Nonsense. Nonsense. That's not how things actually work. So when we start to master our energy by doing these magic tricks, we're going to start to be able to touch, commune, and connect with the greater reality, and therefore greater understanding born of our higher mind. We're going to leave behind all of these limitations, which is also part of what this awakening is. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you are desirous of more of the real you and less of your conditioned, agitated mind, if you know that you can create a life that you're not leading right now, but you know you can, check out my meditation masterclass. It's pinned in the comments below.